We've discussed communication strategies, empathy, storytelling, and transparency, all essential for leading people through AI transformation. Now let's focus on motivation. How to inspire team members to view AI as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Motivation is not about manipulation or forced enthusiasm. It's about helping people connect with genuine reasons to engage productively with change and creating conditions where that engagement feels natural and rewarding. People aren't unmotivated about AI transformation. They're motivated by different things than leaders might assume. Some are motivated by avoiding loss more than pursuing gain. Others are motivated by mastery and growth. Some care most about relationships and team cohesion. Others prioritize autonomy and control over their work. Effective motivation recognizes these diverse drivers and connects AI transformation to what actually matters to people. Research on motivation, particularly Daniel Pink's work, identifies three core drivers: autonomy, control over your work; mastery, becoming better at what you do; and purpose, doing work that matters. AI transformation can threaten or enhance each of these. How you frame and implement AI determines which it does. AI can feel like it reduces autonomy. Systems tell you what to do. Algorithms make decisions. Processes become more prescribed. But AI can also enhance autonomy by handling routine constraints and freeing people to exercise more judgment in complex situations. The threat to autonomy would be to say, you must follow the AI system's recommendations exactly. The enhancement of autonomy: AI provides recommendations based on data patterns. You decide how to apply those recommendations given your understanding of specific context and customer needs. You have better information to inform your judgment, but the judgment remains yours. The difference is how much control people retain over meaningful decisions. AI can threaten feelings of mastery. If the skills you've developed become less relevant, your sense of expertise feels diminished. But AI can also enable new forms of mastery, developing capabilities that weren't possible before, or deepening expertise by removing routine work that prevented focusing on complex challenges. The threat to mastery: AI will handle this work you've mastered, making that expertise less valuable. Enhancement of mastery: AI handles routine aspects, allowing you to develop expertise in strategic analyses and complex problem solving, capabilities you haven't had time to fully develop because routine work consumed your time. The difference is whether AI enables growth toward new expertise or just makes current expertise obsolete. AI can threaten sense of purpose if it seems to reduce human contribution's significance. But AI can enhance purpose by enabling people to focus on work that creates more meaningful impact, serving customers better, solving more important problems, contributing more strategic value. The threat to purpose would be AI automates your work because efficiency matters more than human contribution. The enhancement of purpose: AI handles routine work so you can focus on activities where your human judgment, creativity, and relationships create the most value, serving customers, solving complex problems, and building strategic capabilities. The difference is whether AI diminishes or amplifies meaningful contribution. Different people find different aspects of AI transformation motivating. Your job is connecting AI opportunities to individual drivers. For the achievement-oriented, people are motivated by accomplishing challenging goals and demonstrating capability. Connect AI to achievement by saying something like, AI enables you to take on more ambitious projects than were feasible before. You can analyze larger data sets, serve more customers, and deliver more sophisticated solutions, expanding what you can accomplish. Growth-oriented people are motivated by learning and developing new capabilities. To connect AI to growth, you can say working with AI requires developing new skills, interpreting AI insights, making judgment calls about AI recommendations, and understanding how to leverage AI for maximum impact. This is opportunity to expand your professional capabilities in ways that will be valuable throughout your career. Relationship-oriented people are motivated by connections with colleagues and customers. To connect AI to relationships, you could say AI handles transactional work quickly, giving you more time to build meaningful customer relationships. You can focus on understanding their needs deeply, providing personalized service, and creating the trust that drives long-term loyalty. The security-oriented people are motivated by stability and clarity about the future. Connect AI to security. Organizations that develop AI capabilities build sustainable, competitive positions. Your expertise in working effectively with AI makes you valuable as AI becomes more central to business operations. You're developing career-relevant skills, not protecting obsolete ones. The impact-oriented people are motivated by making a difference and contributing to important outcomes. To connect AI to impact, you might say, AI amplifies your impact. Instead of helping one customer at a time, AI-enhanced approaches allow you to deliver excellent service to many customers simultaneously. Your expertise scales farther than was possible before. Beyond connecting to individual drivers, create organizational conditions that foster motivation. Motivation builds when people experience success early in transformation. Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, said, "Small wins are a steady application of a small advantage. Once a small win has been accomplished, forces are set in motion that favor another small win." And Stanford behavior scientist B.J. Fogg said, "Success is the best teacher. When you succeed at something, even something small, you naturally want to do it again." So identify low-risk AI applications that deliver visible benefits quickly. Success creates momentum and confidence that motivate continued engagement. You might say, let's start by automating the most tedious part of your workflow, the weekly reporting that everyone finds frustrating. Once you experience having those hours back for more interesting work, we'll tackle more ambitious applications. Early wins demonstrate that AI transformation delivers real value, not just extra work. And people are more motivated to engage with change when they see concrete support. Provide training, dedicated time for learning, accessible help when people struggle, and leadership attention to implementation challenges. You might say, you're not expected to figure this out alone. We have training sessions every Wednesday, on-demand help from the implementation team, and protected time for learning without performance pressure. Visible support demonstrates commitment that motivates reciprocal engagement, and acknowledge people who engage productively with AI transformation. Celebrate both successes and good faith efforts. Recognize not just results, but learning, adaptation, and helping others through transition. You might say, I want to recognize Maria for the way she's approached learning our new AI tools. She's asked thoughtful questions, helped teammates who are struggling, and shared insights about how to use the tools effectively. This is exactly the kind of engagement that makes transformation successful. Recognition motivates continued effort and signals what behaviors are valued. Help people see progress toward goals. Transformation can feel endless without visible milestones. You might say 3 months ago, this analysis took 2 days. Now you complete it in 3 hours, and the quality is higher because you spend more time on interpretation rather than data gathering. That's concrete progress worth celebrating. Visible progress creates motivation to continue. Now, sometimes people aren't unmotivated, they're actively demotivated by circumstances that undermine engagement. Management consultant and quality expert W. Edwards Deming said, "A bad system will beat a good person every time." Change fatigue is one demotivator. If AI transformation is just the latest in endless changes, people are exhausted. Address it. Acknowledge fatigue. Explain how this change differs from the previous ones and why it matters strategically. Provide adequate time for adjustment rather than piling change on change. You might say, I know we've asked a lot this year. AI transformation is necessary for staying competitive, but we're pacing it thoughtfully. We're not adding other major initiatives while implementing AI, and we're providing more support than we did with previous changes. A lack of control is another demotivator. When change feels imposed without input, people resist. Address it by creating genuine opportunities for input about how implementation happens, even if the decision to implement is not up for debate. You might say, the decision to adopt AI is made. That's strategic necessity. How we implement it is flexible. We want your input on rollout timing, training approaches, and integration with current workflows. Your experience matters in making this work well. Unclear benefits is another demotivator. When people don't understand what's in it for them, motivation languishes. Address it by being explicit about benefits, not just to the organization, but to individuals. You might say this AI tool will save you approximately 8 hours weekly on data compilation. What you do with that time is partly your choice. More strategic projects, deeper customer relationships, or breathing room in an overpacked schedule. You tell us how you want to use the time AI frees up. Fear of failure is another demotivator. When people worry they'll fail at adaptation, they avoid engaging. Address it by creating psychological safety. Frame learning curve as normal and expected, not as personal inadequacy. You might say everyone finds AI tools awkward initially. There's a learning curve and we expect that. Making mistakes while learning is normal and acceptable. That's how adaptation happens. We're measuring progress over time, not perfection immediately. Disconnecting from values is another demotivator. When AI transformation seems to contradict organizational values, motivation erodes. You can address this by explicitly connecting AI initiatives to core values. Example, you could say, our value of putting customers first drives this AI investment. It enables the personalized attention and rapid response our customers deserve. AI does not replace our customer first culture. It enables us to live it more fully. How you communicate shapes whether people feel motivated or demotivated. Emphasize agency. Language that emphasizes people's agency motivates more than language that positions them as passive recipients of change. Low agency would be AI will change your role, you need to adapt. High agency could be AI creates opportunities to evolve your role more toward strategic work. You can shape how that evolution unfolds through the choices you make about capability development and where you focus your energy, and highlight growth over threat. Frame transformation as growth opportunity, not just threat to manage. The threat frame would be jobs are changing because of AI. People who don't adapt will struggle. The growth frame would be something like AI enables professional growth toward more strategic, creative work. You'll develop capabilities that increase your professional value and make your work more engaging. And use inclusive language. We language creates a shared journey. They or you language creates division. So divisive would be, you need to learn these AI tools. Inclusive would be, we are learning to work effectively with AI together. Some of us will pick it up faster, but we'll all get there and we'll help each other. And connect to meaningful outcomes. Link AI work to outcomes people care about, better customer service, more interesting work, strategic impact, and competitive strength. Abstract would be AI improves efficiency. Meaningful would be something more like AI frees you from tedious data entry so you can spend more time solving interesting problems that use your expertise fully. Now, you still need to sustain motivation over time. Initial motivation is important, but sustained motivation throughout transformation matters even more. Motivation needs ongoing reinforcement, not just initial inspiration. Regularly communicate progress, share success stories, recognize effort, and remind people why transformation matters. A great quote from the author and motivational speaker Zig Ziglar is, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. So address these dips in momentum. Transformation energy naturally dips. Anticipate and address it. Psychologist and author of Grit, Angela Duckworth, said, "Enthusiasm is common. Endurance is rare." You might say, we're in the middle of implementation, often the hardest phase. Initial excitement has faded, and we're dealing with learning curves and challenges. This is normal. Here's where we are. Here's the progress we've made. And here's why continuing matters. Acknowledging difficulty while maintaining direction sustains momentum. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." And you also want to adapt to feedback. When people tell you what's demotivating, adjust if possible. For instance, you've told us the training schedule conflicts with critical deadlines. We're moving training sessions to early mornings with breakfast provided so they don't conflict with peak work time. Responsiveness to feedback demonstrates that engagement is valued, which motivates continued engagement. Different stages of transformation require different motivational approaches. The early stage, building initial enthusiasm. Focus on vision and opportunity. Emphasize what's possible and exciting about AI-enhanced work. The middle stage, sustaining through challenges. Acknowledge difficulty while celebrating progress. Provide support and recognition for persistence. The later stage, reinforcing the new normal. Share accomplishments, demonstrate impact, and connect current capabilities to future possibilities. Well, some situations require particular attention. We've got motivating skeptics. Skeptics respond to evidence more than inspiration. Provide concrete examples of AI working well. Let them see tangible benefits before asking for full commitment. Respect their skepticism as based in experience rather than dismissing it. Motivating high performers. High performers often resist change that might temporarily reduce their performance. Acknowledge that learning curve might temporarily affect performance. Emphasize long-term capability growth. Give them challenging opportunities to excel in new ways. And motivating resistant team members. Some people actively resist. Understand why before assuming bad faith. Often, resistance masks fear, confusion, or feeling unheard. Address underlying concerns rather than just demanding compliance. How do you know if motivation is adequate? You can look for engagement indicators. Things like, are people asking questions and seeking to understand? Are they experimenting with AI tools rather than avoiding them? Are they helping colleagues learn? Are they suggesting improvements and innovations? These are the behaviors that signal motivated engagement. You can look for sentiment indicators like, what's the tone of AI-related conversations? Curious or cynical? How do people describe AI transformation? Opportunity or burden? What's the emotional energy level around implementation? Excitement, resignation, anxiety? Sentiment indicates whether motivational approaches are working. And the leaders have a big role in motivation. Your behavior profoundly influences team motivation. Model engagement with AI yourself. Show genuine interest in learning. Acknowledge your own challenges and growth. Celebrate others' progress. Maintain consistent optimism about transformation value while being realistic about challenges. Your authentic enthusiasm, not forced positivity, becomes contagious. Your visible commitment motivates reciprocal commitment. Motivation transforms AI implementations from something people endure to something they engage with productively. It's not about manipulating people into false enthusiasm. It's about connecting transformation to what genuinely matters to them and creating conditions where motivation naturally emerges. This concludes our section on leading people through AI change. You've developed frameworks for communication, empathy, storytelling, transparency, and motivation. The human-centered leadership capabilities that determine whether AI transformation succeeds or stalls. In the next section, we'll shift focus to ethics, trust, and responsible AI leadership, helping provide some guidance for the process of implementing AI effectively in ways that align with organizational values and build sustainable trust with all stakeholders.